Hello, Beyond Trinity. How are you today? I gotta wipe the sweat off my face before I show it online here. It's brutally hot. Well, that's how people are. They've got a bone to pick with me, I guess. And that's okay, let them, because it doesn't really mean a thing. I think it's funny. It's funny they waste their time doing this, and they really do waste their time. You know, it's like time is precious. Time is precious. There's too much, there's too many things to do and not enough time. At least in my life, believe it or not. And contrary to what some people think, you know, sleeping, relaxing, all these things, they take time. Oh, what do we got here? Uh-oh, it's an ambulance. You know what that means. Buenos dias. Good morning. Sawadee Cup. Oh, Sawadee Cup. Oh, that's what some of the old school girls would do. They would go, they do their little thing. I can't do it. All right, so here, and don't forget pooping. That takes time. Yeah, well, you know, that falls under personal hygiene and necessities. Now, imagine a virus so deadly it strikes so much terror into uninfected human beings it suspends time. Toilet paper, hand sanitizer, rubbing alcohol, soap, water, dry foods, canned goods are all extinct. The virus is so intelligent it wreaks havoc by infecting only a tiny portion of the human population and the occasional dog and buffalo. Schools close, air travel stops, people are beaten in the streets for not wearing their masks or for purchasing too much toilet paper. Women no longer want the handsome or rich man. They want the man with the toilet paper, food, and water. And life reverts back to the days of the caveman. You are traveling through another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. Your next stop, the Wu Flu Zone. Welcome to the Wu Flu. That's my intro for the day. Today I'm having a cappuccino because I want to be able to sip something other than water. Yeah, we are in the Wu Flu Zone. But first, like I always do, the following streams and all videos on this channel are brought to you by the good viewers, my Patreon patrons, VIP members, and viewer contributions through PayPal and Super Chats. Today's shout out, Mr. Aless. Thank you very much. Appreciate all your support. Thank you to all those who make this channel possible. Now, check out the description to pick up some of my new merch, some of my merch, old merch, new merch. Now through midnight, that's midnight Pacific Standard Time, get 10% off all merchandise. A whopping 10%. Pick up a dozen, an American in Bangkok, or Captain Savaho shirts, or Don't Bitch to Me, or I Don't Hate People coffee mugs. Fill up your entire office with these. You're sure to be a big hit. You can also get one of my books, make a purchase using my Amazon store or link, and become a Patreon patron. If you prefer, stay here on YouTube. You can always contribute through Super Chat or click the join button, which a lot of people don't know about, but there is a join button, and I'm hoping to get the number of members up, channel members on YouTube, because it's seamless. It'd be great to get more channel members, not only because it means a little bit of money, which it's only 70%, but hey, it's better than a kick in the head. But mainly because there are some streams and videos I'd like to release to some people and to release privately, and I can't really do it because I can't. The problem is Patreon doesn't let you just say, hey, listen, so-and-so's been a contributor of mine through another method. They only want Patreon patrons, and YouTube does the same thing. I'd like to just be able to go, all right, I know, Joe Smith, he's been good to me in the past, but he always sends it through PayPal, so I'm going to let him become a member. It doesn't work that way, unfortunately. So that's why I'd like to get the YouTube thing all together. It's better. Patreon's actually, it's not as seamless, but anyway, whatever. Moving on. We don't want to talk about this. As of 8:56 a.m., man, it is hot, really, really hot. Very, very hot. Give me a second, and I will tell you the specifics. But man, it is brutal out here, and I'm not the only one who thinks so. In fact, Jono sent me a message the other day. Oh, shit. Can't get my, hang on a second. Jono sent me a message the other day saying he went for a walk and he was like, I had to cut it short, it was so hot. That's how hot it is. Let's see here. Temperature today, high of 98, low of 80. Current temperature is 86, feels like 95. The chance of rain is 0%. Humidity is 70%. Winds east-southeast 6 miles an hour, but I don't see any wind. Let me show you something. You can look at the trees over here. I'll try to keep it out of the bright light there, but you can see the leaves are not, I don't know how it's 6 miles an hour. The air quality index is 81, which is moderate, and visibility is 6 miles. Let me see something here. The Thai bot, I see leaves moving. Yeah, they're barely moving. You know what? Let's see here. Well, we got to say goodbye to somebody. When did you order the book, Joseph Schmidt? When did you order the book? Because I didn't get any notification. Usually I get a notification saying that I get notifications every day from Amazon. They tell me when a sale's been made. Okay, thank you. Let me see something here. Man, it is just brutal though. Thai last stream was 31.4066. Today, 31.4528. As you can see, there are some people wearing masks and a lot of people who are not. Which brings me to my first comment. What good is it if some people are wearing their mask and some people aren't? Really, when you think about it, on a large scale, it's just going to keep spreading. I mean, unless you get lucky and everybody who is wearing the mask is infected, and so they're not going to continue to give this to people. If they wear it properly, I was talking to a kid yesterday about this. You know, you got to wear the mask. Look at this guy. I'll show you. You got to wear the mask properly. He's coming up over here. Let me see. You know, the thing's not even on. What good is it? What good's it going to do? This is the other thing. You know, now, Senator Ted Cruz, obviously Senator Cruz of Texas. So you know he's probably a smart guy, right? Longhorns. And Representative Paul Gosar of Arizona are both self-quarantining themselves after interacting with an individual who tested positive for the Wu flu at the recent Conservative Political Action conference. That's CPAC for all you geniuses out there. Well, I mean, it's like a condom with a hole in it, too. Yeah. Okay. Well, see, self-quarantine is great. It is good. I think it's great. You know, I think you need to do it if there's any chance that you have it. This is like a zombie virus. That's what it feels like. If you have the discipline and the means to stay home for 2 weeks, I think some people don't have the means to stay home. They've got to go out. They've got to do things. You know, there's nothing really they can do about it. You know, and they don't have the discipline. I mean, you know, here in Thailand, they were talking about charging people 20,000 baht if they were supposed to be self-quarantining themselves, and they ended up going out and they were caught. I don't know, you know, how well that's going to work. And, you know, here's the thing. Most people don't have either the discipline or the means to stay home. Many people, a large percentage of people, they don't have maybe they have the means, but they don't have the discipline. Because, you know, there is no natural disaster preventing them from going outside or something like that. Yeah, well, and, you know, maybe what we need to start doing is posting armed guards outside people's houses to make sure they don't go out for a night on the town to go partying or to go take in a basketball game or something like that. Although the NBA may make fanless games, I'd like to see that happen. You know what? They just talk the talk. It's all a marketing ploy, in my opinion. They're full of shit. They are not gonna do that unless it means, you know, like their whole crowd is gonna keel over and die. Just like in China, though, you know, if they've got the guards outside, you walk outside, you're not supposed to be outside, and you get shot. Simple as that. Okay, we got 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. 4 people in a row wearing the mask. You got 1 lady to the left there wearing the mask and 1 not. You got me. Well, you know, this is another thing. And politicians everywhere, really, they're the same. They're all full of shit. I mean, it's as simple as that. I don't buy anything they say. I don't believe any government. And I never used to be so pessimistic. Seriously. I didn't used to be so pessimistic. But I am now. Well, we'll see if that'll happen. I think, you know, people are always hesitant to do it because of money, and it does affect people. I was just thinking, driving over here, I was thinking what happens if it gets really bad and people are said, hey, people are told, hey, stay inside. You need to stay inside until further notice. And, you know, unless absolutely necessary. What's going to happen to all the food vendors on the street? Are they going to close up? Are people going to stop going to the food vendors? How's it going to work? Is it going to put them out of business? Are they going to be able to pay their mortgage? Do the banks care? No, they don't care. We know that. They're probably not going to do anything. So, you know, it's interesting to see exactly what's going to happen and how it's going to pan out. Here comes another 2 girls, no masks on. So, you know, not everybody is wearing them. I've sat on the Songtao several times, and hey, Jono, and everybody on the Songtao except me has a mask on. And then I've sat on it, and maybe 1 person out of 10 has the thing on, you know. So, you know, now, let me see here. Yeah, politicians are the same everywhere. They're full of shit. They'll say anything, pass the buck, and play the blame game, which is what the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, has made an art, taken this to a new level. It's an art form for them. They blame everybody else but them. That's not only in mainland China, but also in, say, Hong Kong, which I feel for those people, seriously. Only if there's no way out and they're caught on camera do they claim they were allegedly smoking crack, like former DC Mayor Marion Barry. This is the same politician. Hey, you know, he works for the people. He was convicted of tax evasion. He got probation. A friendly judge ruled he had not willfully failed to file his taxes. At the time, he failed a drug test for cocaine and marijuana. He was charged in 2006 with drunk driving, and another judge found him not guilty. So he got out of that. When he got into an accident in 2014, police found he had $2,800 in unpaid parking tickets. He died, Marion Barry died in 2014. I didn't know he died. But the DC, I don't think they did this, but the DC City Council wanted to erect a statue in honor of him. Now, when a city council wants to erect a statue, when they want to erect a statue of a politician like this, it just goes to show you that, you know, we don't know a lot more than we know. And I think this virus is a perfect example. There's so many cases, and one can only imagine just how many falsehoods are coming out of China. Xi Jinping is... This guy's more creative than Steven Spielberg. Gennaro, message retracted. Smile is working. Alert, Smile is working, and she's sick, but she has a mask on. She told me, I'm nice to buy. So, like, as soon as I grabbed my money back from her, I got my hand sanitizer. Now, oh shit, I dropped a gloop of it on my leg. That's nice. So they're going easy on the gel. Stuff just fell right over. Let's wash my hands again, just in case Smile passed along a little something. I'm joking. Not really. I mean, sorta, maybe. I don't know. I have an idea pending through, you live through the coronavirus, the Sulab International, what? Museum of, listen, you know, I really thought long and hard about going to, okay, if you guys finance it, I'll go. That's how I work. You guys come up with the dough for me to fly over there, and I'll take care of the rest. Get me a ticket and a visa to India, and I will go. And I will go to the Museum of Toilets in Delhi. Just because it is a good idea. As much as I don't really want to go, I will. Because it is channel appropriate. Don't remind me. Oh yeah. Sulab International Museum of Toilets. Wow. I want to see that. The Museum of Toilets. That'll make me happy. All right, let's move on here. We got creative Xi Jinping. Like I said, he's more creative than Steven Spielberg. Where'd I come up with that one from? Now, I gotta say, back in my neck of the woods where I moved from, which was the high desert area, Palm Desert, Palm Springs, that area, Um, the Indian Wells tennis tournament has been canceled because of the Wu flu. And I've been to that before, several times. Good fun, you know, pretty good event and everything, but it's a big event for the desert. Huge event. I mean, you know, you got world-class players playing there. I'm anxious to find out what's going to go on with the NBA and the Olympics. Now, Songkran has been canceled in Pattaya and also in Khao San Road. The people in charge of it there have said that they're canceling Songkran there. I don't know if it's going to be canceled everywhere or just in specific areas or what the deal is. I don't think it's a bad idea, especially not just limited to the virus, but especially because Thailand is in a drought. And, you know, what do you need to go wasting millions and millions of gallons of water? I understand it's culture, man, and I feel for you, but, you know, no alcohol. That way they spray it over and it kills everything, you know. And contrary to what some people believe, you cannot mix vodka. Use vodka, you know, like a high-grain vodka, instead of regular alcohol, pure alcohol, or 90. Actually, the problem is this. Like, I want to do a video on how to make, I want to see if I can make it, basically, and I'll make a video of it, making a DIY hand cleaner. For a number of reasons. Oh, thank you, Beyond Trinity. So I guess the airline ticket to Delhi is out then. I won't be streaming from the toilets. Yesterday I was walking through Happy Land, as I often do, and you know, I lost my good luck getting it. My wife ordered, masks through Lazada, and it took them almost a month to deliver it. I'm not saying that they don't have it, because they got to, you know. However, here's the thing. You need to make sure, yeah, here it is right here, 99%. Oh, well, this is, hang on a second. Isopropyl, okay, 99%. Corona disinfectant. Oh boy, they are trying to sell the hell out of this shit. I'm gonna go for a little walk through the mall today and check out whether they have 91% or 99% alcohol, because I had alcohol at my house. I wasn't sure of how many percent the alcohol was. And I didn't really think about it, but man, it is hot out here. I didn't really think about it, but it's supposed to be 91% or higher. I have about 4 bottles of 70% alcohol. Now, you can use the 70%, but you need to use more of it and less. You need to use less gel. The mixture needs to be different. Yes, Italy's on lockdown now. Somebody's just screaming. Italy is on lockdown. But anyway, I was gonna do this, you know, video or whatever, and then I got home, I looked, and my stuff is 70%. I went, I want to see if I can get. You hear this? Potential Wu flu carrier. To be honest, I think that one of the reasons why Thailand, and I know I give them a hard time and say, maybe they're not telling the truth, yada, 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 but I think one of the things is that it's so hot and humid here that maybe the virus has a hard time. It has a hard time here. So, you know, that's something else. But yesterday, you know, what I was wondering is, oh, you know, I got to get some. Wow, 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 wow. That's you know, that's the thing is, we know when all shit's gonna break free, when all hell is gonna break loose, is when a leader of a country like Trump or like, you know, somebody else, name names, Trudeau or, you know, whoever, a leader dies from the virus. When that happens, ooh, everything's gonna get locked down. It's gonna get crazy. There you go, boys. No mask. North Korea, nobody knows what's going on there. You can only imagine. But what I will say is that it's gonna get worse before it gets better. And I believe that. Despite the fact that summer is coming. Hey, listen, you know, it's summer here, it's winter somewhere else. So I think the world is in for a hard next 18 months or so. Next year to 2 years, I think, are going to be difficult in this world. Ha 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 ha. Well, shit changes, man. Get over it. I never professed to being right. What I said was, you don't need to worry. That's what I'm saying. And what I just said today is that the virus is causing so much fear that more people are going to suffer long term or just die because of the panic that it's causing, and not the actual virus. So, get over it, dickhead. That's when our elected official will care about. Well, you listen, I don't, you know what, I think when it comes down to it, dude, you're so out of fucking tune with what the truth is. Thailand in a bubble? Are you out of your fucking mind? Stop trying to fucking ruin this stream, dude. Really. You must be you're a chowderhead. No. Here's the thing. Thailand is not living in a bubble. Thailand's known what the fuck was going on for a long time. They know what's going on. I mean, get real. If you think Thailand doesn't, they knew, they were on top of it far before the United States. The United States can say everything that they want, but they may be lying about the numbers, or it may be that the heat and the humidity here have a lot to do with the numbers, and the numbers might still be fudged a bit. And I did read somewhere that in Phuket, there was a guy in Phuket, I don't remember what his position was, but he was a part of the government who said that the Thai government had told them to lie. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. It could just be all bullshit. You know. It's always some dickwad who doesn't have he has no about page, no about information, so you can't even check his, when did he make the channel, because he probably made it 5 minutes ago. It's always somebody like that that makes all these stupid comments. They have no videos, they have no history, they have nothing. You know, I worry more about the stock market. I'm down $60,000 and oof. Yeah, I do worry about that for a number of reasons. It's not good for anybody. But what I will say is that when people, we will recover. I'm sure of that. The world will recover. And, I'm saying 18 months, it's a long-term thing. But who's to say it won't happen? Hey, maybe it will happen by August or so, and things will get better, and then all of a sudden the stocks are going to go back up. So maybe now's a good time to buy. Maybe they're doing that on purpose. Some people are doing it on purpose. The thing is that it is more contagious. It's more contagious. It's more contagious than the flu, and it's got a higher death rate, percentage-wise. But the flu, nobody is saying anything about the flu now. They're not whining and griping and groaning. Now, the one thing is that there's a vaccine for the flu, for influenza, and that most people have developed antibodies so that they can deal with it. That's how it works. I'm gonna try and buy some stock tomorrow and take advantage of it. Well, if I had some money, I would buy some stock for sure, because I do know now's probably a good time. I have some other things to think about, though. So, actually, what was it that you said earlier, Longhorns, about the younger people? Man, it is brutally hot. I mean, it's just so humid. And I'm sitting in the shade. That's what's crazy. But you think about, you would think that if this continues, if things continue the way that they have been going, and more people continue to die, they are not going to go forth with the Olympic Games. They're going to cancel. And I mean, you think about it, you got 900,000 plus people per day flooding the streets and the what do you call it? The Olympic Games, the village, all over. You got all these people flooding the streets, and if one person's got it, and they, in that situation, who knows how many they'll infect? And then you gotta, like when I went to Beijing, there was something like 112,000 people in the Bird's Nest stadium. I mean, think about that. You got 112,000 people. What percentage, and speaking of percentages, what percentage would have it, and what percentage, let me check something out here, because I was looking at something yesterday. Yeah, I heard that. Let's see here. Whew. Over 4,000 dead so far. They said the flu is actually more deadly for younger people than this virus, but we need to take precaution because we don't want to infect the elders because their death rate is higher. Okay. Man. All right. Now there is there is a way to figure out. They are keeping the track of how many cases per million in the population, per million in each country. In the United States, 2 people per million, 2.1 people per million. In China, it's 56 people. In Italy, it's 151.7. South Korea, 146. Iran, 85.3. In Thailand, though, it's, according to these numbers, this is assuming that the numbers are correct, it's 0.7. I mean, when you think about that, 0.7 per million. Your chance, what's the chance of getting hit by lightning or bitten by a shark? One in 700,000. So, your chance of getting hit by lightning is greater than getting the Wuhan virus, the Wu flu. That's how I see that. You said 2 people, 1 million will die. No, will contract the virus. That's what it says here. That's what the numbers say. But, you see, like Italy, it's 151.7 per million. Now, they may just count the total population. I don't know how they're doing this. And it is brutal. It is just brutal out here, really. Jono, I suggest you go walk when the sun goes down. When the heat is dissipating. Rather, dissipated. And I don't make these numbers. I'm just reading them off of the site. But it does say chance of getting hit by lightning is 1 in 700,000. Direct hits of lightning are usually lethal, but only about 10% of people struck by lightning die. Wow. So that means there's testing everyone, so numbers are high. Well, maybe the United States numbers are going to go way up in the coming week because, oh man, because supposedly all these test kits are going to come out. They're going to be shipped or received or whatever. Man, I can't see myself getting, I can't see myself getting it, but then again, who knows? I don't go around shaking hands, which, speaking of which, supposedly now, where's it at? What did I say here? Yeah, hey, Soy Dog Cowboy, what do I got this on for? I don't know why I'm using this. Stupid. So, yesterday I lost my my credit card, my American Express card. So I called them up to get a new one, and the guy just called me up. I'm like, wait a minute, you're supposed to be here after 1 o'clock. You're supposed to be there after 1 o'clock. I told Nicholas is home, he's chilling out. I tell him, hey, listen, bud, they're gonna be coming, so, keep an ear out. And the guy's calling me up now, it's 9:40. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm on my way to your house right now. I'm going there right now. I'm like, wait a minute, you're supposed to be there after 1 o'clock. This is what I hate this shit about these guys. That's why I always tell them, like, I call them on their shit. We'll be there between 1 and 4 o'clock. And then at 9:30, they're calling you up during a live stream. Oh yeah, we're in front of your house right now. Okay, well, you're not supposed to be here until 1 o'clock, so come back. I forgot one thing, though, the other day when I was... I don't remember which stream it was. My memory is not that good. But I did a stream about, you know, getting older or something. And what everybody has in common that lives longer. The one thing that I forgot, I completely forgot about it. And what they said, that the number one thing is that the people who live longest, they tend to care the least about the little things. So if that's the case, I'm probably not going to live all that long because I'm constantly bitching and moaning about something. Our numbers mean nothing until later. Still too early. I like to use South Korean numbers. Yeah, I think it's all conjecture. I hate to tell you that. I think right now we're all guessing. You know. Honestly, I do. Man, what is the temperature now? It's had to have gone up. It's 88 degrees, feels like 99. 99. It's supposed to be a high of 98, but it feels like 99. And it says the wind is 8 miles an hour from the south. That's rubbish. There's no wind at all. I don't see any wind. None. U.S. has 327 million people. That means 560 million might get infected. .4 death rate, so about 2.2 million. No, that doesn't sound right. How are you figuring that half are going to get infected? Is it from the numbers I gave you? No, it's 2 per million. 2 per million contract the disease or the illness, whatever you want to call it. So 2 per million means what? 654. Well, let's say we're wrong about that. They're already over that. Looks like somebody else just died. 27 deaths now in the United States. 4 new cases. The reason that the number of people in China is less than before is because most of the people with the flu and with the virus who couldn't handle it and their body couldn't take it, their immune systems were low, they were older or whatever, they're all dead now. So they don't have as many people infected. It's your math, yeah. You know, this is the thing. We're all sitting around. I don't know any of my subscribers that has the virus. Now, I know people who know people that have it, and you know, if I hadn't spoken to Bruce, viewer Bruce, who lives here and who is one of the only people on the stream that lives and actually works in an office or a company where he has to go in every day. He punches in. He's got a group of people around him all the time. They're testing stringently there. If you know, he hasn't been in the stream lately. If I hadn't been talking to him, I would have thought, I wonder if he's got it. I don't really think so now. So, you know. You know, we could have all had it. You know, listen, Bo doesn't feel good. She doesn't feel good right now. You got the Starbucks chick. She doesn't feel good. She's coughing and, you know, sniffling. Somebody, Longhorns, you remember the girl that we met in what was the name of that place? The raffles in Myanmar. We met that one girl that night. And she contacted me and she said that at her job, I guess she works in a hotel, they sent her home because she was sniffling. And she said it was from hay fever. She's like, it was from hay fever and they sent me home. In the Port of Los Angeles and Long Beach, we are required to have our temperature checked if we board a ship. Wow. Oh, God. No. Remember the girl we met inside of the raffles while we were streaming? We met the one Asian girl, Chinese girl. She's American, but she's Chinese American. Oh, the stand, yeah, whatever. Whatever. You know the place. Strand, that's right. That's what I'm telling you, man. My memory is not so good. It's not about the travel bans. Land, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Seriously. The hotels, the hospitals, the tour companies, they've all been doing all kinds of stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if you live here or not because I don't know who you are. I have an idea, but... Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. He got it from touching a container of wiffle balls. Nerf footballs. Raffles is in Singapore. I got them mixed up. I forgot. There is a place I'm considering in Myanmar right now. I'm looking into it. I've been looking into it the last couple days. There is a good place that I'm thinking about going there. I haven't yet contacted Nanda, but I'm about ready to. And no, it's not the Kakaburatsi. It's not that difficult of a trip. Okay, now we got another one here. Here's, you got two, is this two? Yeah, two girls over here. And they both got their masks off now. They must feel they're safe now. They're going, Cam. Listen, I gotta tell you, Gennaro. No offense, but Smile looks like she gained a little weight in the caboose. She said she didn't feel like practicing English because she doesn't feel good. Oops. She actually said to me, I don't want to practice English today because I don't feel good. That was the expected response. You're so predictable, Gennaro. They probably do. They probably do. I don't know. Last place I had foie gras at is Minato. Now, you know, I sent a message out yesterday to a few people, and I said that Minato was closed. Minato is one of my favorite Japanese restaurants here, and also it's a place where I've been with several subscribers over the years, and the place has been completely empty. Well, it's been shut down. It's not empty. They are open basically just to tell people they're not going out of business. I don't know what is the reasoning behind it. I can't get a straight answer from anybody there. But I believe it's that they're worried about contamination and, you know, people thinking things are coming from Japan. Some of the fish maybe is coming from Japan. It's a Japanese company. I don't know. It's conjecture, you know. I'm just guessing. They're open, but there's usually one person sitting there at the register looking at their phone, whether it's the girl or one of her subordinates. Yesterday I talked to a guy there who's one of the sushi chefs, and he said that they're supposed to open on Wednesday, but maybe today or Wednesday. I forgot what he said, but I think it was Wednesday. What good are they then? Another mask. Guy wearing a mask. Let's see, what time is it here? Almost 10 o'clock. I was going to say it's a little bit too early. I was going to pan up and show people on the bridge here, but there's nobody really up there. There's nobody up there because I missed it. Another one with a mask on. It's because it's too early, but there are people out, just not as many. There's just places are shut down. Places you got, you know, half the number of people. And I've been saying I'm going to go offline, and I think I'm just about there. I need to wait. Today I'm waiting for some money. See if the money comes, and if it does, I got to make a transfer online, and then I think I'm done for a couple of days. I hate to tell you this, MedTech, but people all over the world are deathly afraid of it. You know, they are scared of it, you know. Doesn't surprise me. I'm telling you, this is our generation's zombie apocalypse. And the thing is, you know, you just have to know that the zombies are out there, and it's enough to scare people shitless. They don't want to go out. They don't want to do things. Listen, I won't be surprised if schools start closing up here, if banks start closing, you know. I'm not going there. I don't even, you know, this is the thing. I haven't been, the last time I went anywhere was when I went to go see Jono. Or no, when I did that stream and I went down the canal and got off at the end and walked around. That was the last time I've been out of this area. I haven't gone anywhere. You know, I went down to the park once, went for a walk with Alex, walked around my neighborhood a little bit. That's it. Yeah, well, the thing is that, again, it's not the zombies, aka the Wu flu. It's the fear of the zombies. That's what it is. It's the fear of the zombies is causing total chaos. You know, I was thinking the other day, I was like thinking to myself, when has the world really shut down? When was the last time that it shut down? Maybe during World War II, during the Spanish flu a little bit. I don't know. Yeah. Good luck with that, Gennaro. Get me a drone that'll fly that far, and I can fly it over. And I need to go there like 2 more times. I need to do a drone flight there, and I need to do 2 walkthroughs. So I can do that in 2 trips. I really need to do it. And SARS didn't shut down the world. I'm talking about like complete shutdown. It didn't shut down the world. Yeah, I mean, and you know, here's the thing too. The Wu flu has killed more people than SARS did. 3 times the number in 8 weeks as SARS did in 8 months. So there it is there. I was just looking through a lot of my Klang Tui photos, and because I need to submit them to a place. And come on, they didn't shut down the planet. This is, I mean, like, this is starting to separate countries now again. We like Italy. Look at Italy's completely locked down. Can people leave Italy? Can you go and travel to Italy right now? You know. The swine flu infected nearly 61 million in the United States and caused 12,469 deaths worldwide. So maybe that would be, I don't know, I don't remember it causing the havoc that this thing is causing. Well, I mean, you look at it now, and you got over 4,000 people versus 12,000, a little over 12,000. This could easily surpass that. Welcome to the jungle. Welcome to the Wu Flu. We've got fun and games. We've got everything you want, honey. We know the names. We are the people that can find whatever you may need. If you got the money, honey, we got your disease. There's the song right now. That's the Wu Flu theme song. Let's see here. All the flash packers and Instagram trailers. Well, I'll be honest. I mean, you know, I haven't had the most energy, and it is really, really hot out. But I do feel antsy. I need to go somewhere and do something. I need to get out of here. So it will happen at some point. I just don't know how and where. I mean, I have to think about it, you know. And then I got to have some money, you know. I got to make sure I got the money to go and do it. And you know, anywhere out of the country could be problematic, you know, depending on where I go. Okay, yeah, I'll go there, man. Okay, sure. All right. Yeah, okay. Anything you say. Two out of three girls over there wearing their masks. You got the guy, the traffic guard. He's wearing a mask. Let's see here. One out of two, 1 out of 3, 2 out of 4, 2 out of 5, 2 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 out of 10 are wearing masks. Mild is wearing a mask, and she said flat out she doesn't feel good. She's sick. So, lovely. You know, and I said this before, but you know, like, what good is it to wear the mask if you're going to take it on and off? You know, it's good to wear it if it's going to be on all the time. And then I see all these people with their like, that one just went by with like little Japanese flags on her mask. And little Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, what's the other one? Hello Kitty. And they're made of cloth. And they're not tight. They're not like snug up against their face. They're open. There's openings. So how much good are they going to do you? Not only that, I read somewhere that people touch their face. It was a scientific. Let me see if I can figure it out here. I thought I saved the page yesterday. I thought it was supposed to be really important. Oh, this is the bioweapons. There's a bioweapons conspiracy theory going around. But no, I read that that people on average touch their faces 26 times an hour. 26 times. So now, like, this girl's got her mask. It's down around her neck. Let's take a look at the people walking by. Well, that was a artistic type mask. That one was down around her neck. You couldn't see it. Yeah, but for how long? Are these people wearing these all day, every day? I think not. You know, if you're wearing it all day, all the time, until you go back inside into your house where you know it's a safe zone, okay, maybe. I get it. But most people are not. I mean, look at this one. You think that's being worn properly? It's half around her, it's half down her nose. All right, this one's better. We're people watching, criticizing mask wearers. We got 1, 2, oh, it was funny. As soon as she walked into the picture, she pulled the mask up over her mouth. Another one with it down below her, you know. What about your hands? Your hands are constantly touching stuff. Is everybody as diligent as an American in Bangkok? Are they constantly using hand sanitizer? Are they diligently making their own? This is the first day I brought it with me, to be honest. Usually I grab somebody else's. Anyway, I think I've had enough. I think this stream has just about run its course. I'm spending the rest of 2020 homebound. I'll be honest, I need to go out for a variety of reasons. I mean, what am I going to do? I can't take photos just inside my house. I guess I could, but you know, that would be monotonous, to put it mildly. I could photograph the people in my house, but where am I going to go? You know, what am I going to do? How am I going to go take photos of a project somewhere? There are certain things that I've been thinking about and working on, and it makes it very difficult when you've got to worry about, can I go here, can I go there? Hey, if I'm going to go on the train, am I at a higher risk? Well, I'm going to be around more people. You know, it's a flustercluck. Hard to say, Gennaro. I had a respiratory infection basically after one day in Bangkok. Could have been a pollution, virus, I don't know. I don't think you had any of the symptoms of a virus. Although, I don't know, I'm not you. I don't think you got the Wu flu. I mean, there are days I can taste the air. I can taste the pollution in the air. That's why I want to get out of here. I do want to get out of here. I want to, but, and you know, here's the thing. If we really wanted to leave here, we could. We could leave. We could say, that's it, we're leaving, we're going somewhere. But we got to suffer the consequences of going elsewhere, which means, you know, you got to pull your kids out of school. You got to start over again somewhere else. You got to have the money to move, to stay, I mean, you know, it's... And at my age, I don't really feel like picking up right now unless I'm properly prepared. If I had to and it was a dire emergency, yeah, we would. We'd do it in a minute. But I think it's better just to hang out at home. You know, do a Fidelity Quester and kind of hang out. Man, this chick is fucking... She's got the mask half off. These girls, yeah, that one over there does. She doesn't have any mask. She feels strong. See, this is the thing, you know. I mean, what are there any standards? That's what I'm kind of wondering about. What about the standards? What's the standard for wearing a mask when you're out? What's the standard for washing your hands or using hand sanitizer? What's the standard with, should you wear gloves? You know, what are the standards? I'm curious to know. And this is the thing. Gennaro, I can tell you for a fact that at least with a small percentage of people here, it is definitely a fashion statement. They just want to say, oh, I'm wearing a mask. Look at me. And of course, you know, like I said, the one guy, he had a black mask on with a duck bill on it. And I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. You know, then I've seen Hello Kitty, I've seen Tweety Bird, I've seen Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck. You know, little patterns, you know, paisley patterns. I've seen all kinds of stuff. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Now, I did, I forget who it was who gave me this Dr. John Allen, I think his name is. He's got some videos on YouTube. And I watched a couple of his videos. But one of the videos he said that supposedly vitamin D is important and can help stave off the virus. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. Well, they should also make a imagine a mask with a big penis coming out of it. Yeah, Hello Kitty. I'm wondering if, you know, I guess booze and drugs can lower the immune system. So, you know, well, here's the thing, Side Life Trip. It was less of an impact than the common cold. Right, okay, that's him though. Maybe he has a strong immune system. How old is the guy? I mean, you know, maybe he's not compromised at all. Maybe he's not older. I don't know which guy you're talking about. I don't know which one. Actually, it's from about 60 years of age. Let me see here. I got the numbers. If I can find them again. Shit, what did I do? Shut that one down? I must have. Let me do this again. Oh shit. All right, let's see here. Isn't there a thing at the bottom that tells me what was the doodad that? Oh, that's what hang on. All right. 14% of deaths, 14.8% of deaths in all cases were 80 years and older. 8% were 70 to 79. 3.6% were 60 to 69. And now in my age bracket, 1.3%. 40 to 49 is only about a quarter of that. It's 0.4, 30 to 39, 0.2, 20 to 29.2, 10 to 19.2, and 0 to 9, no fatalities. So once you hit 50 to 59, you get a little more, your chances go up a little bit more. They increase. What? Let's see here. What am I looking at here? We would need for the battery to drink. What? My name, guy's name Carl Goldman, 66 years old. Okay, but again, he's 66 years old. 3.6% is the death rate in all cases. 3.6%. So, you know, that doesn't really sway me. I understand it's not nearly as bad as people make it out to be. And what I keep saying is it's not the virus itself, it's the fear that it's creating. It's the panic, and it's the consequences of this panic. So, you know, listen, we could talk this to death. Honestly, we could talk it to death. Well, that's the other thing is that there's a lot of undiagnosed people. A lot of people out there, I don't feel so good. I mean, I got a little bit of a cough now. Is it because of the pollution? Is it just because, you know, for whatever reason? I don't know. And I'm not going in. I mean, you know, I absolutely hate when I go into a hospital, it's because I have to. I don't go into a hospital if I don't have to. You know, I'd rather go to the pharmacy and prescribe myself medication because most of the time I already know what I need. You know, from experience and from research. Okay, so you know, I understand that it's you know, like I keep saying, it's the fear and the panic is more deadly and there are more consequences than the actual virus. But it is freaking people out. It's the bottom line. It's freaking people out. It's freaking governments out. And, you know, listen, I heard the other day that, you know, one of the Democrats or 10 of them or 100 of them, whoever, they're all blaming Trump. We're not prepared. We're ill-prepared. Oh, shut up. I want to tell them, shut the fuck up. You know. You know, you want to blame Trump? No, blame the CCP. You want to blame somebody? Blame the Communist Party. Blame them. Don't have some balls and call it what it is. All right? And the Chinese government is the ones who didn't pull the trigger, and it got out. And of course, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. And even if it gets worse, the flu, the common flu, may still kill. I mean, we have a vaccine for the flu, and it still kills more people than this thing has. So, you know, you tell me. Well, I mean, listen, like I said in the beginning, if you missed my little monologue, people are fighting on the streets because someone's not wearing a mask, or they want a mask and they can't get one from someone. They're fighting in the grocery stores. Now, usually these are the dregs of society who are brawling in grocery stores over a fucking pack of toilet paper. Fucking idiots. I mean, really. Toilet paper. It may save your ass, but it's not going to save you from the virus. Sorry. And you know what? You can take a dump without toilet paper. You know how I know? Because 99% of the time I don't use toilet paper. And I don't want to. It's nasty. It's disgusting. Here we go, right into it. Right into the poo talk. Listen, I gotta say something. And again, I say this almost every time. I'd like to know how many of you enjoy the live streams. I stream 2 or 3 times a week. I'd like to know how many enjoy the live streams. And I'm just going to sit back and wait for the answers to come in. This is a poll. That'll do it. Wear that mask off. Don't wear the mask. I know there's a lag, but I'm going to wait for people to kind of chime in and answer. And there's a reason why. That's me twiddling my thumbs. Well, Lando, considering I don't know who the fuck you are, and you've never, ever commented anywhere, and either you're somebody that I know under an assumed name, or you're just some fucking guy who's just coming in here for the first time. I don't know. I got no idea. But I don't know you. I have no idea who you are. And the same with Mig ZZY. Don't know who the fuck you are. Don't have a clue. So for now, I'll tell you what, I'm going to take a little break. And you guys can just watch the people go by. Well, I guess we've concluded this discussion. The stream has run its course. It's time to say goodbye. It's time for me to fly. The mall's going to open up. And yeah, since there's really there's no real conversation going on at this point. All the lurkers are lurking. All the regulars have said what they want to say. So I think we're done. But I'll let you guys take a look at what happens, what goes on here right in front, so you guys can check everything out. I'll let you take a look for a few minutes. Oh, I forgot to say something. One more thing I forgot to say. This has nothing to do with the Wu flu. Let's see. Who said? According to a survey by Sundusut Rajapat University, people are now facing higher risk to their security and personal well-being than a year ago in Thailand. 1,365 people were polled throughout the country following a spate of serious crime news, including rapes, robberies, and drug dealing, culminating in the gold shop heist in Lopburi province. Asked about the risk to their personal security, a majority of respondents, 67.69%, said they have become more serious over the past year as a result of the economic slump, deteriorated social conditions, and this is the one I like, deteriorated social conditions, and this one is what I like, low moral standards. 27.47% said security in life and property remains the same as before. 4.84% said risk to life and security have decreased as the government has taken more stringent measures against crime. Asked what the risk to their personal security, 53. What causes the risk to their personal security, 53.87% pointed to the poor economy, 24.46% cited deteriorated social conditions, social disparities, and a low standard of living. 21.36% cited the government's inability to solve economic problems, forcing people to help themselves. 18.27% said they reflect people's low moral standards, and 14.55% cited poor enforcement of the laws. Asked to identify the security threats they most fear, 67.59% pointed to robbery and banditry. 32.76% said of use of violence and weapons such as guns and knives. 25% narcotics, spread of narcotics. 21.38% sexual offenses. 15.17% toxic smog. So people are more scared of robbers and banditry and drugs and violence and weapons and guns and knives than they are of what happens every day and they have no control over, at least very little control over, which is the dirty air here. Asked what the relevant government agency should do, 46.51% said they should be more serious about law enforcement and amend the laws as necessary to reflect changing times. 43.41% said they should make sure all security cameras are well maintained and operational. 20.54% said they should be allowed to arrest culprits regardless of the type of case. And 16.67% said they should always provide people with accurate and helpful information. I think they should provide people with accurate and helpful information all the time. I don't know why they wouldn't. If they don't, it's because maybe they can't. They have no way of getting it. I don't know. So anyway, I thought that was interesting that Thailand is now more dangerous than most people view it as more dangerous. 1,300, how many people? 1,365 people view it more dangerous as it was a year ago. So, you know, the thing about polls is who knows who was in the poll, why they're in the poll. Were these people that had suffered through crimes? You know, they got a hard on for somebody because the guy robbed them or something. You know, who knows? Anyway, what happened to where's Longhorns, Jono, Beyond Trinity, Gennaro? Where are you guys all at? What happened? You guys are all gone now. I'm over here risking the Wu flu, and you guys are sitting there in the comfort of your home. Sitting in the Wu flu zone. Alrighty. That's all we got. I take it that's all we got. Again, this stream has run its course. It's time to say goodbye. If you find this stream or my channel valuable or entertaining, get yourself an American in Bangkok t-shirt or one of the other t-shirts or mugs. Get one of my books. Send a few bucks through PayPal or sign up and become a Patreon patron. Become a member of the channel here on YouTube. Click the join button, whatever. You can always go into the descriptions and find out the information you need. If you have not yet to subscribe, I'm having a hard time getting the words out. I'm out of water. If you have yet to subscribe, please do so and click on the bell. You know, the bell to make sure you will get notified of when I'll be streaming or when a video is going up. Click like, leave a comment, etc., etc. That's all I got, and I'm out of here. All right? Adios.